It's been over 1 week since a lone gunman attempted to shoot Donald Trump at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, killing one man and critically wounding two others. And even with the head of the Secret Service being grilled by Congress, the only thing we know for sure is that the shooting saw an increase in the repurposing of feminine hygiene products. It is fundamentally not necessary to go down the rabbit hole of conspiracy theory to state two glaring facts. One is that the facts do not add up, and that two, the mainstream media is absolutely uninterested in digging into the facts. This is not particularly surprising. Corporately owned for-profit media has always fawned over Donald Trump, been titillated by Donald Trump, and has, ergo, always given Trump a free pass. Donald Trump has told some outright lies, and the media has failed to confront him. And some of those lies have been huge. So, is it really out of character for the media to just take Trump's claim that he was nicked in the ear by a high-velocity, high-caliber bullet at face value? No pun intended. Because this is typical Trump and the mainstream media's reaction to him. He tells a lie, like, for example, he had the biggest crowd ever on his inauguration, and corporate media lets it roll off because it seems a silly little lie that has little significance. Now, Trump says a bullet pierced his ear. He shows up to the convention as a wounded warrior, and the media just lets that be that. No further questioning. And sure, it could be because the wounded warrior costume was so ridiculous that the media thought, hey, no need for us to push further. He looks so ridiculous that he just shot himself in the foot. Now that was pun intended. Although technically, that's really more of an on-the-nose metaphor than it was a pun. The fact of the matter is, several things just don't add up here. And the chief among them is narcissist-in-chief Donald Trump not allowing medical records to be released. Medical records that would confirm that his ear was pierced by a bullet. And look, I want to make clear here that I am in no way asserting this was staged. All I am saying is that something here does not add up, because normally Trump would be waving a medical record in our face to prove that he was within an inch of an assassin's bullet. Instead, this seems to be typical Trump. He said it was a bullet, so now it can't be shrapnel, because he would somehow look less tough. The other thing that does not add up here is the mainstream corporate media ignoring local news reports from the journalists who are both from the community and on the ground talking to the community. And we're going to unpack some of that reporting, but for now, the other thing that does not add up is the Secret Service being secret about what they know. Yeah, that's not what the secret and Secret Service stands for. Naturally, during a congressional hearing, the Republicans only cared about posturing, sound bites, and making themselves look tough, rather than getting actual information out of the director of the Secret Service. They left it up to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez to ask the real questions. Watch as she confronts Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle.
That building was, I believe, 500. How far away was that building from the president?
It was approximately 200 yards.
200 yards. Now, the individual used an AR-15 in order to act out his assassination attempt. An AR-15 has a range of about 400 to 600 yards. My question is, why does the Secret Service perimeter, why is the Secret Service protective perimeter shorter than one of the most popular semi-automatic weapons in the United States?
Am I the only one who notices that the Secret Service director's last name is literally Cheat? I mean, only a little, but it's still Cheat. And here too, you don't need to ascribe to conspiracy and cover-up theories, because this is certainly a cover your behind process in place. But even so, suppressing facts is not a good look here, especially given all the other facts that are being suppressed. Pittsburgh's Channel 11 News, known to the rest of us as WPXI, is reporting that 4 local police officers who were part of Donald Trump's motorcycle escort were wounded by shrapnel during the shooting. Their report states that the officers were just a few feet away from Trump when shots rang out. The 4 officers suffered minor injuries from flying debris caused by the bullets. Sources say that the officers were hit with either plastic or metal fragments when the bullets struck nearby objects. Now, that doesn't prove anything about Trump's injury, but it does demonstrate that the gunshots created a spray of flying debris in Trump's immediate vicinity. And not only that, but Trump is refusing to talk further about it, stating that it is just too painful. Really? Trump not wanting to talk about something concerning himself? Now that is very much out of the ordinary. The only reason I can think of for Trump not wanting to talk about it is the knowledge that if you keep him talking about it, something will definitely slip out. He's way too much of a narcissist to let anything other than that stop him. Again, I'm not even remotely suggesting that the event was staged. One person has died. That demands the respect it deserves, which means not going down rabbit holes. But Trump's narcissism was on full display at this event. From the desperate statement Trump made about his shoes, which can be accurately reported as wanting to recover his heel lifts, to his quote-unquote heroic reaction. Let's take a quick look at Trump being escorted away by the Secret Service.
Shooters down. Are we good to move?
We're clear. We're
Let's
clear.
move. Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus. Move to the bus. Let me get my shoes. Okay, my shoes down. My shoes.
Watch out.
Wait.
The media has described his reaction as somehow heroic. Really? Heroic? Trump was just shot at by multiple bullets. He's struck by something and put to the ground as people scream and panic. As Trump is being led away, he puts up a fist and encourages people to fight. Fight? Fight what? Fight who? This is his reaction to being wounded. He's hurt, and so he encourages people to take violence because he has been hurt. There is no concern for the health and safety of others. The only concern Trump has in the moment is his own image, his shoes, how he looks being taken away. Sure, it's a fact he does not know that others have been wounded and killed. Not yet. But it's also a fact that in the moment, he doesn't care. He doesn't care if others might have been injured, and he doesn't care for the safety of the crowd. He sends them, literally and figuratively, off into a battle he knows nothing about, nor does he care. All he cares about is Trump. And as our corporate media would say, that's just Trump being Trump. Yes, exactly. That's just Trump being a pathological narcissist, which the media has never wanted to report about. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.